Joining us right now is Stephen Pope, an expert that we thought we'd have on to kind of talk through what's happening with Amazon. You got delivery drivers trying to pressure Amazon to pay more on its Flex program to accommodate surging gas prices.
And they just voted to unionize in New York.
In Staten Island. And the guy who led that is not even an Amazon employee.
He's not?
No. So what's churning right now at Amazon, Stephen? Are employees making headway against this conglomerate?
By the way, that guy in Staten Island, he used to be an Amazon
but he's not now.
Part of
But he's not now.
Part of the reason he was so pissed off about that's why he led the union. But yeah, in terms of the Amazon drivers, they're flex drivers. They're kind of like Uber or Lyft or Instacart, right? And so they're paying their own gas. And they're obviously hitting their pocketbooks right now when they're paying at the pump, and they're seeing that number go up and up and up. Man, gas prices in San Francisco are going to hit $6 a gallon this week. I can't blame them for asking for some money right now.
So what do they want?
More money. So if they don't get what they want, we're going to start to see a bunch of Usain Bolts running around because they're going to park in the road and start running the packages up the driveway instead of going into the driveway. But it's interesting to see like how much of an impact this is going to have because we're seeing a very big uproar right now. And Amazon's half the economy, right? They control everything. They have vertical control over our logistics. They have vertical control over the consumer packaged goods industry. And so they're going to have to acquiesce here because if they don't, what's going to happen to these drivers? They're going to go somewhere else. They're going to go look for Lyft. They're going to go to Instacart. So we're going to see them make some changes pretty quickly, I think.
So just to kind of recap, then, the Amazon drivers are contract laborers. They don't really work for Jeff Bezos. They just contract out their van or their whatever it may be delivery vehicle, right?
You got it.
Wow. I didn't know that until this morning.
There are some Amazon paid drivers, but they have a lot of the workforce that's really kind of been the key to their success is they can flex all these things and say, hey, here's the number of jobs we have today, first come, first served. Maybe they don't get them all filled, so they raise the rate. Just kind of similar idea where they've got those extra surcharges or whatnot when things are crazy, and you can try and find that Uber driver during that mass event of some kind, and they charge you twice as much. That's the same kind of concept here. I think Amazon's going to have to offer all of its drivers something like what we've seen with Uber and Lyft, where they're adding 55 cents per trip or something like that, because if they don't, in a gig economy, you can go wherever you want so fast.
They've got another union vote coming up in Bessemer, Alabama. That'll be a better judge, right? Rather than Staten Island, where everybody is in a union to begin with. Won't Bessemer, Alabama give us a better sense of what's trending for Amazon across the country?
I think we're going to see a bunch of these unions pop up. And I think the reason they didn't happen before is because, quite frankly, Amazon was beating the competition. They had better salaries, they had better pay, they had better benefits. And so, historically speaking, that's kind of what the point of unions were, right? Well, now, since the inflation rate's so high, the pay doesn't look so great. The working conditions, people start to feel like robots, right? We've seen many horror stories after another where guys in the warehouse trying to get their numbers up, they have to pee in water bottles and crazy things like that. So I do think that this is the beginning of a major change in how Amazon's dealing with its labor. I'll give you one more example. On the corporate side, they increased the salary cap to more than $250,000 on base pay, which is insanely high. And they had to do that because they're bleeding employees top to bottom all the way through. They had some core execs lead over to Walmart, to other companies that aren't even in another marketplace. I run an agency, and I've seen the labor shortage myself. I feel like there's like 50,000 jobs they can't fill right now in the Amazon sector.
Yeah, Sean was telling us that his Popeye still has not opened the lobby yet because of staffing issues. I mean, it's out there.
Yeah.
Thank you for the update.